challenge of going live every single day here on YouTube. So today I'm going to tell you guys about a really magical thing that happened, but we got to back it up to about 2 weeks ago. So you wouldn't know this to experience me on the internet. I am very shy, I am very bashful, and I'm very introverted. It is hard for me to go out in public. And if you watch yesterday's video, I talk more about how depression and PTSD affect things like that. And I've moved to a new town. I moved here in November. It's a very small town of 10,000 people, and it's been difficult for me to make friends in a way that I haven't experienced before. I'm used to like an extrovert bestie just like finding me, and then they become my social director, and I haven't found that person yet. So a few weeks ago, I saw that there was a story slam, which if you don't know what a story slam is, it's a competition where you put your name in a hat, and if they pull it out, then you have a few minutes to tell a story, and if you tell the best story of the night, then you win something. And I am a storyteller. I am actually a professional storyteller. I have toured with a podcast called The Moth. You may have heard of it. And my story got picked up from their pitch line, and I ended up touring the nation with this story. Totally different story than what I told tonight. But it's a wonderful experience for me. It's my absolute favorite way to make money, really, if I'm being honest with myself. And it's one of the most exhilarating experiences, is making people laugh about the worst moments of my life. So I found out there was this story slam a few weeks ago, and I was like, this is what I need to do to get involved in this community. I need to go to this story slam. And it was just one of those days where my body just wouldn't let me. And I called a few friends, and I was like, look, I want to do this thing. And I'm just like, I'm way too scared. I'm way too scared to do this. And they were like, you gotta do it. And I was like, nope, this was a big no in my body. And sometimes I trust my body. Sometimes my body has a PTSD reaction. I can't trust it. But this felt like a solid, like, do not go, do not tell that story tonight. And so I was really bummed at myself. I was really disappointed in myself, and like really beating myself up about it. Like, God damn it, I'm 42 years old and I still can't just like go do the things that I know I enjoy. It makes no sense to me, and yet it does, because I've had 20 years of therapy. So, they do this event every few weeks. They did it again tonight, and I was like, I gotta do it. I fucking got to do it, because I promised myself last time. I said, I'm not gonna do it this time. My body said no, but I'm gonna do it next time. And so I put on my threads that I was gonna do this. I was like, besties, I need your extrovert energy. I need the encouragement. I need to go do this thing by myself. I don't have anyone to go with me, and I'm really scared. And I texted my actual besties, my LA bestie and my Connecticut bestie, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna tell you guys this story. It needs to be, it's a 5-minute story, 5-minute max. I need you guys to give me some feedback. And they listened to it, and they totally hyped me up, and they were like, you got this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do all the things I need to do to take care of myself. And I got all my business done, and I took my microdose of mushrooms, because that's what gets me out of the house. And I went to the story slam, and I got there 15 minutes early, and there was like hardly anyone there. And I was like, oh, usually, like, I'm used to these things in LA where it's like there are so many people putting their name in the hat that the chances of your name being drawn are pretty slim. And I asked, I was like, are there normally enough people to tell stories? And they were like, yeah, people will come. And so 15, 20 minutes goes by, and all of a sudden it's standing room only. Like there are no more seats. And then there's just little me sitting by myself in the back row, so shy and autistic and awkward and just like, nervous, because he had announced that they were going to have time for 8 storytellers tonight, and they had exactly 8 people put their name in the bowl. So all of a sudden I knew I'm definitely going to be telling a story, and I definitely don't know when, and I am very competitive, and now I want to win. I want to tell the best story. So the stories begin. Everyone's doing a wonderful job. People are telling really heartfelt, hilarious stories. They're bringing all the emotions out, and I'm like, you know what? I got some competition here. And I'm like talking to myself. It's okay if you don't win, but I'm talking to myself over my athlete father's voice, which is like, if you didn't come in first, you may as well not even have tried. And I'm like trying to, psych myself up of like, well, the most important thing is that you have fun. And so they finally call my name, mispronounce my last name, of course, it's Balavaj, by the way. And I walk up and they get the mic all set and I tell my story and it fucking kills. All my punchlines hit. This is the first time I've told the story in this sort of like professional-esque setting, in this sort of stage setting. And I was just like, just high on life, just so proud of myself. Like I fucking did it. And they gave me this little patch. And there were like tons of regulars there who apparently show up to this thing all the time and tell stories all the time. And so this was my very first time getting my little cabin fever story slam patch. And so I was just like, pat on the back for me. And now I have to sit there through the rest of the stories until we get to the judging time. And I'm again talking over my father's voice in my head of like, it's enough that you tried, girl. Like you already got your trophy. You don't have to come in first. And they call out the third place winner who told a very funny, heartfelt story about smoking with his mother. And they called out the second place winner who told an incredibly adventurous and moving story about going hunting for bull moose, which as a vegan, I do not support hunting. Just gotta throw that out there. And then they called out first place, which was me. I got first place, and I got a $50 gift certificate to my favorite coffee shop in town. And I am just so proud of myself for overcoming the fear of going out in public, first of all. Walking out the front door, that's hard for me. Going to a public event, a community event, where like everyone else felt like everyone else was there with someone, right? I felt like I was the only one there by myself. And then to be like a first timer to get first place, y'all can't tell me shit. So I'm not going to share the story that I shared tonight with you, but I might put the recording up somewhere. They also recorded it. It might end up on the radio here, which will be one of the many times I've been on the radio. Y'all don't really know it based on my YouTube channel, but I'm somewhat famous in some circles. So I will be curious if there is an official like radio recording. I will definitely share that with my community on Threads for sure. I don't know if I'll share it here in the comments, if I'll remember to do that. But I share this all with you to remind you that you deserve to do the scary things because sometimes you get rewarded with a hat. It's a little big for me, but like, I don't know, it's a pretty good looking hat. I also won some money, so, that was cool, $50, I'll take it. That'll buy me like 2 lattes. But I share this with you to inspire you that if you, like me, are someone who suffers from the type of mental illness that makes it really fucking hard to just do basic things like go out in public, find out the things you need to do to take care of yourself so you can do the things that make your heart sing, so you can do the things that bring yourself joy. And to circle back around to what I was saying earlier about like the first time that I found out about this event a few weeks ago where I was like, I should do it. It's my favorite thing, telling really embarrassing stories about myself and having everyone laugh at these embarrassing things that happened to me. And my body said no. I now realize it was because I was supposed to go tonight because I was supposed to come in first. 100%. This was my night to win it. Okay, so I'm trying to make it to 10 minutes on these things. I don't know why I picked that arbitrary number. So I'm getting ready to like calm down from that nice little adrenaline high of performing in public and humbling myself with my very small YouTube audience. Although I will say on Threads, I'm now up to like reaching 1.4 million people this week because I posted a thread about blocking my situationship finally and got a lot of thumbs up from people for that. That one got tens and tens of thousands of views. So getting a lot of attention this week from the world, which I appreciate as someone with daddy issues. I do love attention. So I need to go eat some food that's gonna calm me down, and I gotta get ready to go take care of some doggies tomorrow, so I gotta get packed. I'm staying in a little town called Wilson for a month. I'm gonna be taking care of 4 truffle hunting dogs. that I've dog sat before. They're all really sweet and smart and easy to take care of. And the place I'm staying has a hot tub, so I am really looking forward to hanging out in nature, surrounded by forest in a hot tub. Moose will probably just wander by. I'll have all the doggies there hanging out. And I'm going to be writing a lot while I'm there. Actually, that's one of the reasons I moved to Jackson is there's a lot of really good muse energy here. And I'm working on a series of essays that I've been working on for a really long time. And finally, the guides, my spirit guides, are like, you got to get that done, girl. The world needs to laugh about the worst moments of your life. So you can look forward to that at some point in the future. And I will look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.